Yo, what's up? Original OC with you on the Original OC channel. That was kind of quick. Did you, guy, you want something different? Kinda feel like we want, like I want Reach for the Crown. Let's do Reach for the Crown, huh? Love that one. All right, let's go back. Let's reach for the crown.
And action!
Much better. I feel much, much better. Reach for the crown. Ad campaign of the year. As far as I'm concerned, we are hours away from the Rolex teaser campaign. And we are counting down to the teaser campaign. Is that true? Nope. Just made it up. But hey, I just wanted to do a quick stream on this Saturday night, see what you guys are up to. I do want to mention that this is number one. This is a members only stream. That's right. Only people who have a wrench or are members. That's right. You have to be a moderator or a member to participate. So that's what we're doing. We're doing something special to reward the members and reward the moderators. So if you're not a moderator or you're not a member, tough. You can't participate. I also want to, what else do I want to say? Oh, shout out, by the way, to, I have a few announcements. OC is officially proclaiming this watch as Watch of the Year. That's right. Unless something comes along and dethrones it, I hereby dub the Audemars Piguet Royal Oak 15510 in white gold with smoked blue dial as the Watch of the Year. Let's see if Rolex or Patek Philippe can top this. By the way, this is the Watch of the Year that nobody can get. The Watch of the Year that no one will be able to buy. But I think the colony has a mission. Colony has a mission. One of us will get this watch. One of us will get this watch. Guys, Happy Saturday night. Upvote the live stream. Let's get to 15 likes right off the bat. Let's say hello to the chat. Awesome. We've got Logan Hall's Grill Streams, member of the Original OC channel. First in the chat, we've got Alex in Los Angeles, known online as Wristwatchholic. The guy unboxed 2 brand new Patek Philippe's a couple of weeks ago. He's a maniac, absolute maniac. Good to have you with us. Julius Caesar is a moderator and member. Hello. MD Chaz in the chat. Is it me, or has OC seemed more premium lately? Really? In what respect? How so? Am I more premium? I'm premium tonight because I'm rocking the Rolex Day Date. That's right. In beautiful platinum. That's right. Rolex Day Date. Ice blue Roman in platinum. Bet your ass. So yeah, maybe I'm more premium. Hey, Green Machine's in the chat. Hey, OC, long time no see. Hope you're doing well, Green Machine. Jump on the show. Hope you're doing well, man. Blast from the past, Green Machine. Before you know it, he's going to say, "Oh, I have an unboxing," and guess what? It's green. Yeah, we haven't seen Green Machine since New York. That's right. Green Machine. I'm just going to read the chat because this is an update for me. Yeah, I have got my head down working on growing my business, opening a retail shop soon. Congratulations, Green Machine. Let us know how we can help. If there's any way we can help, please let us know. Please reach out to me on WhatsApp if there's anything that we can do to help. Congratulations. Grow, baby, grow. Hey, look at this. No Biggie Sal, member of the Original OC channel, one of the first members. I repeat it, but I do appreciate it. One of the best guys out there. Holy smokes, I actually agree with OC for once. This watch is pure art. I think you're referring to this one. It's simple, it's classic, it's elegant. Is it the 5811 killer? Let me know. This could be the 5811 killer. This could be, as I proclaim, watch of the year. If Rolex and Patek Philippe don't get off their fucking ass and come out with incredible watches, this watch will take the cake. Hey, Mr. Fahrenheit, also a member. Woo! Ready for the Rolex speculation. I gotta tell you, I hope Rolex knocks it out of the park this year. I hope they do. I hope they put all these other brands to shame. I'm rooting for Rolex. That's the new theme of the channel. Original OC channel, rooting for Rolex. And it rhymes. Hey, got Goldfinger 0808. Goldfinger, meeting up with Goldfinger in Geneva. Guys, we're 9 days away. We are 9 days away from the Rolex press conference. We're 5 days away from the Rolex, teasers. We're 4 hours away from something. If it comes out at midnight, who knows what it is? Stay tuned. Stay tuned. Let's see. Who else do we have here? Hey, look at this. DK. Thank you for becoming a member. I appreciate it. How did you find out how to become a member? I never even dropped the link. You guys are smart. You guys are smart. If you're watching now and you're just a moderator and you're not a member, but you want to show your appreciation for participating in a members only stream because you're a moderator, just make the extra leap and actually become an official member. Like DK did. Thank you, DK. Do I know you? If I know you, reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know who you are. I like to connect YouTube names with Instagram names. Let's see. Who else do we got here? Who else do we have? We've got BW from Florida, member of the Original OC channel. Good evening. Nice seeing you all. We got the best chat in the business right here, the best audience, bar none. Do you agree that this is watch of the year? By the way, my AP Royal Oak is on a plane tonight. That's true. It's on a plane to Florida. Yesterday, I dropped it off at the AP Boutique on 57th Street in Manhattan. And I watched them put it in a beautiful AP cardboard box. And they sent it on a one-way trip, all expense paid trip to Clearwater, Florida, to the Audemars Piguet Service Center, where it is undergoing a small spa vacation. Hopefully a short spa vacation, 3 to 6 months. 3 to 6 months resort vacation. Hey, look at this. Mr. Tutor to You's in the chat. What's up, Mr. Tutor to You? Good to see you. Had an awesome day in Manhattan yesterday. We did went to the Plaza Hotel for drinks with Buckley. I stopped by AP to drop off my watch. I went into Tag Heuer and I looked at the Skipper. I put the Skipper on my wrist and the new black glass box with the date at the top. I have pictures. I'll show them to you, maybe. The Skipper on the wrist. And then we hit dinner at the Bucks Cafe by Daniel Boulud. That's right, total douche dinner at Tiffany & Co. Then we hit we had a place called the Hot Coal Bar, I believe it's called. What was it called? Hot Coal something? Fancy place. And then hit Club Macanudo for cigars. Met up with some people. I don't want to name the people because they're very, very private. They don't want to reveal who they are. Alex says, this Royal Oak is so nice. I will go to a local AP boutique to start the AP journey next week. Oh boy. This guy spreads himself so thin. He's got the Patek journey going. Now he wants to start the AP journey. You're nuts. You're nuts. Thank you. No unboxing. Not watch selling. I'm going to be opening up a coin and bullion shop. I don't know if you're kidding or not. Growing very fast. Are you being serious? Wow. Coin and bullion? Evan G, member of the Original OC channel. The power of the ombre compels you. The power of ombre compels you. It's a good looking watch. Evan G, by the way, talk about ombre. He has the blue ombre white gold date 840. Absolutely gorgeous. Congratulations to Evan G. Man, what a grail that is. What a fucking awesome watch. Congrats, Evan G. If you didn't catch it, go back, go to the Head of the Watch Colony channel. And we have 3 amazing episodes of unboxings, guys. Go back and watch the last 3 episodes, the last 3 live streams. You've got unboxings from Boston Collector, Cars and Chrono, Alex, Evan G. Just incredible stuff in there. Look at this. We got Mr. G in the chat. This is incredible. Better than the 5811. Wow. A lot of people are saying that. A lot of people are telling me that this is the 5811 killer. Such a good looking watch. They nailed it with this one. Beautiful blue. Beautiful blue. Oh, no. Really? I will be buying multiple Patek Philippe's next year based on how things are going. Wow. Jeez. We've got successful entrepreneurs in the chat. Look at this, Jonathan Smith. VOC, a little Saturday Night Fever. That's right. We've got gonna call this live stream Saturday Night Fever, but then actually I was gonna call it Super Night. I was gonna call it Saturday Super Chats. I just came up with that name. I came up with the name Saturday Super Chats, and basically it would be the day of the week where everybody super chats. It's a novel idea. I just thought of it right now, but just to remind you, can you imagine? Saturday. I heard that you guys love the super chat on Saturdays, so I'm creating a whole show called Saturday Super Chats. Go ahead, super chat galore. Oh man, you can't make this shit up. You cannot make this shit up. I heard you guys love the super chat so much. I created a special show on Saturdays just to allow you guys to super chat as much as you want. Oh my god. The hypocrisy knows no bounds. Hey, MD Chaz, look at that. Became a member. Thank you, MD Chaz. Very cool. Look, how many oysters is that? Jeez. Look at that avatar, guys. I'm not a big oyster guy. I'll be honest. I'm not. I do like seafood. I like sea bass. I like tilapia. I like snapper. I like salmon. I like trout. I like lobster, shrimp, king crab. I like a lot of different kinds of seafood, but I don't love oysters. I'm not a big oyster guy. But looks like you are. Hey, John D in the chat. Good evening to everyone. Hope your Saturday evening is going well. Yes, it is. John D made it a great Friday night. We had a great Friday night with John D. No biggie, Sal. I just had my AP Royal Oak Offshore serviced by AP. Took 5 weeks. Hopefully, you'll be as fortunate. Buckley was with me at the AP boutique. Buckley is great to have with you as your wingman. He was very, very good there. Asked a lot of great pointed questions. And he kind of jumped in and said, like, hey, is this going to be back quickly? And the head of service for AP said, no, it won't. He said, no, it's not. We're backed up. For some reason, he said, a lot of watches are breaking. No, he didn't say that. He said, we're backed up with a lot of service. Now, I can only suspect that means that there's a lot of broken watches coming in, or maybe not. Maybe it's just my imagination. Maybe they're not breaking. Maybe people are just bringing them in because they're not broken at all. You know, like how many times do you go to the car dealership and you're like, hey, you know what? Everything's running great, but just want to stop by and get a checkup. You do it all the time, right? No, I think there might be a lot of watches in service. These watches are, how do I put it politely? They're delicate. These watches are delicate. They make watches that are very delicate. Put it that way. Hey, that's right. King Cole. King Cole is the name of the place. Shout out to King Cole. Thank you for hosting us last night, King Cole. I will pick up your Royal Oak in Le Brassus. I want to meet all the fine people from the AP ad in Le Brassus. Honest to God. So Green Machine is opening up a gold and bullion store. That is very, very cool. Let us know where it is so we can rob you. Sounds like a place that is ripe for robbery. I kid. I wouldn't rob you. Not directly. I'd hire people to do it. Hey, look at this. Doc Mick in Florida. Doc Mick is in Florida. He's a member of the channel. Thank you for being a member. Appreciate that. It's a members only stream tonight. Look at this, Andy Lewis, another member. Howdy, y'all. Holy shit, there's 40 people watching this garbage. What are you guys doing on Saturday night? Someone jump on the panel. Seriously, this is oh shit! I didn't pin the chat. I didn't pin the link. Boom, link is pinned. What's up, Andy? Hey, we got Vimal, also a member. This one in 37 millimeters would be my dream, but like many things, dreams shall stay dreams. Hoping Boston or Jeff unboxes this beauty soon. You know what? They actually did, Vimal, make this in 37 millimeters. They actually make this in 37 millimeters, but it has a diamond bezel. Diamond bezel. Which means it's a woman's watch. We've got No Biggie Sal congratulating Evan G, which is well deserved, on picking up the blue ombre day date in white gold. It's an amazing piece. Look at this, Logan Hall, member for 7 months. How is that even possible? Who knew that this channel's even been on for that long? Here's an idea for Saturday night super chats. Talk about declining health. Actually, I'm in excellent health. Irish bar fights. I'm not Irish. I don't go to bars and I don't fight. And vandalizing Cybertrucks. I don't think the Cybertruck is particularly attractive, but I have a lot of friends who have Teslas and they like them. And by the way, if you are of the opinion that you don't want to own a Tesla anymore because you don't agree with Elon Musk or you don't agree with his politics or whatever, that is your right as an American to turn the Tesla in and get something else. On the other hand, if you like your Tesla, keep it. It is a free country. But no, I will not be talking about any of those things. But so I guess if I don't talk about any of those things, I cannot do Saturday night super chats. So listen, it was an ill-fated idea. It was a fluke of an idea. I should definitely not do it. No Saturday night super chats. It was a stupid idea. Let's see here. Hey, Mike Lewis is in the chat. What's up, Mike Lewis? Wow, that JLC is really cool. Is that yours? That thing is very, very ornate, very intricate. OC, unfortunately, some lefty has already got Saturday super chats. Are you kidding me? Someone has launched Saturday super chats? How dare they? How dare they steal that idea? Listen, I know a lot of you guys love to super chat. And listen, I wanted to provide a forum for you guys to provide unlimited super chat. It's a very gracious thing that I'm doing. Giving you an outlet to super chat over and over and over again because I care about you guys. I care about you. Really do care about the audience. And I want to be able to sleep soundly at night with my head resting comfortably on the pillow, knowing that I gave you guys so many chances to super chat so many times on so many Saturdays. What's up, Mike? What's up, Mike? Mike's a cool guy. Mike has a Trans Am. That's what I like about Mike. Mike Lewis. It's a fucking Trans Am. I love that. It's an anniversary edition Trans Am. It's like what was it? Daytona 500. It's like the Daytona Indianapolis 500 edition anniversary Trans Am. Fucking awesome. Correct me if in the chat if I got it wrong, but I idolized that car growing up. Absolutely idolized it. Hey, look at this. total blast from the past. Otto, who's a member. Hey guys, been a long, long time. Miss you all and the community. This is Otto, formerly OC91. Hope everyone's doing well. Just wanted to pop in and say hello. Wow. Otto is a legend. Otto is a legend. We had an epic dinner last October, and Otto was a key figure, a key player in that dinner. And Otto looks at, come back, Otto, come back. It's okay, man. It's all cool. It's all cool. Next time you're in New York, let us know. I know Otto is out of the country. But OC91 is back, fuckers. Hey, you got Toyota Mo. What's up, Toyota Mo? Good to see you here. Come on. You guys are fucking mean. Hey, we've got LG Boy. Let me know how to pronounce that. LG Boy? LG Boy GTR? How much for the basic service? Actually, it's going in service for under warranty. Under warranty for a slight malfunction. The date wheel doesn't click all the way over to the next date on some occasions. It is an error that has been reproduced. So it is going into service under full factory warranty. Holy shit, this chat is fucking popping tonight. 46 and growing. Oh my God. MJ. $5 Saturday super chat. Happy Saturday all. Okay, start over. Happy Saturday all. I'm hoping Mathis doesn't get eaten by a swamp creature or abducted by a female cover band this weekend. Yeah, shout out to Mathis, by the way, who was selected by the management for Andrea Bossoli. Andrea Bossoli, who is a great artist in the local Delray Beach, Fort Lauderdale area. Andrea Bossoli's management reached out to Mathis, and Mathis is running everything: sound, lighting, lasers, pyrotechnics, everything for Andrea Bossoli's Southeastern United States tour. It's a huge responsibility. Huge responsibility. Shout out to Mathis, his entertainment company, and to Andrea Bossoli. Look at this, Toyota Mo member. Very cool of you, Toyota. Thank you. I love to see the new members. It's the members only stream. Only members and moderators can participate. If you're not a member or a moderator, sorry, but we have to give people perks, benefits for their memberships. The blue ombre is amazing. Yeah, this is actually called smoked blue. Rolex calls it ombre and AP calls it smoked. And Patek Philippe calls it gradient. So all three of the big guys call it something different. So Patek Philippe is they call it a gradient dial. AP, it's a smoked dial. Rolex calls it an ombre dial. So Cybertrucks are self-vandalizing. You don't need to do anything to a Cybertruck in order to vandalize it. It just looks fucking ugly. Hey, we got Bruce G in the chat. Bruce G, a member. Always had my back, Bruce G. Love the guy. Thank you for your support. Who else do we have here? Yeah, okay, here we go. Mike Lewis says, yes, OC, I have the Reverso Tribute chronograph. And just picked up, I'm going to say this in French, The Cartier Saint-Dumont skeleton last week. Holy shit, you picked the Santos skeleton? Get on the stream. Let's unbox it. Let's unbox this thing. 1989 Trans Am pace car, Indy 500. Sorry, I remember. Love that car. It's white with the, I can't remember if it's dark brown or black stripe on the bottom. Absolutely love that car. Congratulations. Congrats on the new Cartier Saint-Dumont skeleton. I can see that you have a particular taste in watches. Rectangular, visible movement, complicated. She's world famous in Delray Beach. That's right. Andrea Bosley. Shout out to Mathis. All right. Is there anything I want to talk about? Other than the fact that this watch is watch of the year. Let's pull up some, I'll pull up some pictures. Let's see. Pictures are always good. Show and tell. Show and tell. Let's see what I have here. Let's see what I have. Okay. Let's do this. See if I can do this without doxing. Stop. Don't do anything. Let people guess who you are without saying anything. Hey, look at this. No Biggie Sal. $5 Saturday super chat. This AP release. I'll pull it back up in a minute. But you guys know what it is. You've been looking at it for the last 30 minutes. This AP release blue dial is the closest I've seen to compete with the overseas blue dial. It's better than the overseas. It's better than the overseas, and it's better than the 5811. It's watch of the year. Bring the OC. Now, for a blue dial watch that's not quite watch of the year, but is kind of close, check this out. It's the Tag Carrera Skipper. Make it bigger, OC. Okay, I'll make it bigger. Check it out. Boom. Look at that. What do you think of that? I took this yesterday at the Tag Heuer Boutique on Fifth Avenue in New York City, where I walked into the store. There were 4 guys dressed in black suits that all looked like Buckley. Short black hair with a beard, white sneakers. It was a look. And I walked in and I said, "You guys having a party or are you guys bored to death? Which one? One or the other?" And because they were all gathered around talking. Nobody in the store. And they were very, very cool. And they showed me 2 watches. I wanted 2 watches. They would have showed me the whole store. But they showed me this. Hey, thank you for the super chat. The Saturday super chat, no Biggie Sal. We are joined by Jean-Claude Bizel. Jean-Claude Bizel, welcome to the program.
I have decided to come here to explain to you what the true meaning of hot horology is, as you only ever speak of shit watches.
This isn't shit. This is good. This is Tag Heuer. The brand is owned by by LVMH.
This is crap. It's not made by a man with 2 names and French. It's shit.
Tag Heuer, we are back. That's the slogan for 2025. Tag Heuer, we are back.
I give this to my gardener. It's shit.
This is the Skipper. This is the #1 daily beater watch for people with yachts. 30 feet and longer right now.
This is a beautiful watch for the man who polishes my shoes. It's
Do
shit.
you like this one? You don't like it. Okay, maybe you will like this one. I think this is the best looking, one of the best looking chronographs. On chronographs on the market. This is the Tag Heuer Carrera. Call this one the glass box because everything is under the sapphire. The hands, the dial, the subdials, the indices, and the tachymeter, all under the glass. What about this one? Are you going to poo-poo this one too?
These watches are for a person who has to know the date and the time. When you are a person of my means and standing, time is mine. It's shit.
Okay. By the way, what are you up to this Friday night? Anything?
As you can see by the picture, I'm sitting and drinking a 387-year-old cognac and the second Cuban cigar ever brought back from the New World because I only have the finest.
Look at this Gatsby. What have I just tuned into? Shitter Saturday? Wow, man. You guys are brutal. It's like if I don't talk about the 4 only brands in the industry and I attempt to deviate in any way, shape, or form, I'm penalized.
I do believe this man Gatsby, for an American, has the possibility of being a person of quality.
I do have to appreciate Gatsby, though, because he is one of my biggest members. I think Gatsby is a member at the $400 a month level. So huge thank you to Gatsby. He is a big supporter of me and the channel. Thank you, Gatsby. Hey, we got Vimal here with a flamingo blue highlighted Saturday super chat all the way from Canada, pronounced skip her. That's right. Promo code JOMA40 coming soon. Come on. That's not nice. That's not nice. Skipper's a good one. The skipper is a good, it's a fine specimen, the skipper. Check it out. What's not to like? I mean, I like the fact that it doesn't have screw down pushers. I like the fact, by the way, look at the indices. Don't they look like diamonds? They kind of look like diamond baguettes. They're a high polish and faceted with a line down the middle. They look pretty good. This is a high quality watch. I like it. And then you got this one, also high polish indices, concentric circles in the subdials. Nice brushed black. I like the data 10 at the 12 because you can run a chronograph all the time. And I like running the chronograph all the time. John Galt says, oh, by the way, thank you, Vimal, for the Saturday super chat. Guys, it's Saturday super chat night. Your exclusive night that we've dedicated for you to super chat as many times as you want, because I know you really, really, really want to. I got tons of emails. I got tons of messages on Instagram. OC, is there any way where you could allow us a show where we just spend endless hours just super chatting you over and over and over again? I said, yeah, super chat Saturday. It's not weird. It's not weird at 12. Because of the way the subdials are perfectly balanced at the 369, the date at the top actually works. It works for me, and you know me, I'm pretty OCD. Hey, look at this. Humble Pine. Only a moron would buy these tags. There's a member of the community who will remain nameless. He will not be revealed. I won't reveal who he is. But who actually purchased both. These watches, by the way, are watches on my wrist from the Tag Heuer boutique on 57th on Fifth Avenue. I tried them on yesterday. So yeah, these are, whoa. There you go. On my wrist. These are on OC's wrist. Yeah, I tried them on yesterday. But I've tried these on before. And I have multiple pictures of these before, but trying them on again by overwhelming demand. Overwhelming demand. But yeah, Humble Pine also knows the person who owns both of these watches, owns both of these exact models. But I don't agree that that person is a moron. Studio Underdog should be suing for design infringement. Really? You mean the skipper? Does that look like Studio Underdog? I don't think so. I don't know anything about Studio Underdog, although I would consider them one of the worst brands of all time. But I do not think that this looks in any way, shape, or form like Studio Underdog. Gatsby says exploring other brands is great, but really these tags are one bad purchase choice away from a nomadic. Come on, man. That's rough. That's rough.
I do believe these watches would be for someone that, how do you Americans say, eats the food fast?
No, these are very affordable. I think these are under $7,000. So both of them are under 7,000. They're good watches. The person who has both of these, his name rhymes with Schmumble Shine. Doxed. Gave it a Pip's in the chat. What's up, Pip? Why does this watch need a date? He's referring to this one. It doesn't need it, but you know what? It doesn't look bad with it. And if you run the chronograph all the time, the date's not hidden. So that's what I say to that. Vimal says, pull up the watermelon. That's something I will not do. I will not be pulling up Studio Underdog watches on this channel. You know me better than that, Vimal. You know me better than that. I'm not going to do that. This isn't, no offense, but this isn't the Tea Tickers channel or the UK Watch Colony. Shout out to all my friends in the UK, but I'm not pulling up Studio Underdog.
This is the type of watch that one might expect an American to get in a, how do you say, the meal of happiness. It's shit.
Speaking of meals, you guys will like this. Yesterday, there is me and my watch, and I'm dining at the Blue Box Cafe by Daniel Boulud. I like Daniel Boulud. You know why? Because his name sounds like a Swiss watchmaker. You've got Ferdinand Berthoud, you've got Ludovic Ballard, and you've got Daniel Boulud. He's like, he could make his own watch brand, right?
He is a fine young man, and when he worked for me, he was close to good.
So this is me and my Patek Philippe 5396G in white gold with the blue gradient dial, according to Patek Philippe. Blue Box Cafe for a very douchey dinner. And let's see.
Who is the peasant wearing plaid?
No, I don't want to reveal the participants at the dinner because if they want to share, if they were there, they can feel free. But it's always a great time. Always a great time. Look at this. We've got deviled eggs. One of them is actually was gold leafed. We have here. This is a spinach quiche. More deviled egg. We had a whole bunch of stuff. Oh my God. And stuff isn't cheap. This stuff's expensive. Yep. Oh yeah. Got a little bit of. This is I think it's like ahi carpaccio. So good. So good. Gatsby. Thank you for the Saturday super chat, Gatsby. Guys, today's show is called Saturday Night Super Chats. By popular demand, we will dedicate an entire show for giving you the freedom to express yourself with endless super chats. Because I care. Because listen, I appreciate freedom of speech. This is the channel that rewards freedom of speech. If you believe in America, if you believe in apple pie, if you believe in all things red, white, and blue, then you'll appreciate the ability to express yourself with freedom of speech. It's the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. Thou shalt not infringe on my ability to super chat on Saturdays. And we honor the First Amendment here on this show. And we allow you the ability to super chat endlessly as many times as you want here on Super Chat Saturdays. The Skipper, the Carrera, and the Monaco. It's not pronounced Monaco. Do not pronounce it Monaco. It's the Monaco. All use the Heuer 02 movement. You can either have the date at 12 or cutting into the small seconds at 6 makes one appreciate tutor. No, they flip the movement upside down. Yeah, it's pretty ingenious, actually. Pretty freaking ingenious.
And I thought the correct order was the skipper, the professor, and the millionaire.
And Marianne. So yeah, got the tuna carpaccio here. What else do we got? Oh, I didn't. This was the spinach quiche. It doesn't listen. I know it looks green and slimy, but this was phenomenal. Phenomenal. Thank you, Gatsby, by the way. Thank you for being a member. Really, really appreciate it. I really appreciate you. And again, Gatsby's at the $400 a month level. So that's just absolutely insane. Really appreciate Gatsby's support of the channel. Yeah, it looks a little green and slimy, but this is absolutely delicious. Absolutely delicious. And yeah, here's a close-up. Oh, close-up. This is the deviled egg. This is 3 eggs, 3 half eggs. One, the traditional deviled egg with the like the mayonnaise mustard kind of mix in the middle. You know what I'm talking about? What do they call that? Whatever it is, delicious. Then you have another one here. This is the egg turned upside down with like a mayonnaise dill kind of sauce on top. And then this one's gold leaf. Edible gold, got edible gold. Absolutely delicious. Oh, there we go. OC with the burger. Yep, the burger and fries. It was okay. I would say it's a 5 out of 10. Oh, hello. Hello. What do we got here? We've got a banana tart, and we have some kind of pastry, and then we have the multi-layer cake. Oh, man. So good. And then what's this? Zoom out. Got the one of the wrist shots of the night. This was at the King Cole bar. We've got a beautiful Vacheron Constantin. We've got someone sporting a 5396G in white gold. Don't know who that is. Then we have a beautiful Gégé Lecoutre Reverso. Beautiful dial. Beautiful, rich-looking dial. And then you have another Patek Philippe annual calendar up at the top. Shout out to our friends at King Cole Lounge, or whatever it's called. And I have a bunch of other video stuff here, but I don't want to show. Can't show all the pictures, guys. I can't show all the pics. But what I can show is the watch of the year. Watch of the year according to OC, and it's this one. The Royal Oak 15510 BC. BC stands for BC. I don't know what it stands for, but it's white gold with a smoked navy dial. All right. Toyota Mo, OC only dines with the most influential collectors in the world. They're very influential, extremely influential.
And one plumber.
True. Let's see who else here. That's right. The desserts. I showed you the desserts. Yeah. Was there after dinner at Joe's Pizza or McDonald's? No, actually, we were full. By the time we got to the burgers, we were done. We were pretty sure that we would need to hit. We were going to actually go to Angelo's Pizza. We had earmarked time for Angelo's Pizza, but after we had the burgers, we're like, you know what? We're full, and you know what else we are? Broke. Actually, we weren't broke because one of the very, very generous members of the community picked up the tab. It was, you know what a fucking baller move it has to be to have like 5 people at a dinner at a really fancy place, and then that person goes, "Yeah, I got it. I did well this week," and just picks it up for everybody. Huge shout out to that person. Very, very generous. And then we hit the King Cole Lounge, and then we hit Club Macanudo. I was hanging out with my friend Al Sharpton and all the people there. We got a reservation at Club Macanudo and partied all night long. I just got home right now.
My question for you is, did you wash your wrist after trying on that sheet watches of Tag Heuer and then replacing it with the Patek Philippe?
I did not. We also had one other attendee. I didn't photograph his watch, but the watch was a beautiful Patek Philippe 5712, and I was able to put it on the wrist. I couldn't take it off because it was a pain in the ass to take it off, but I was able to put it on and it looked fantastic.
I wear those when I bathe in champagne.
That smoked blue is awesome. I wonder how many codes and offshores one has to buy to get an allocation? I don't know, but I think a member of the colony is going to get it. That's what I say. Oh, by the way, shout out to our friends at Richard Mille, who just introduced the latest reference in their collaboration with automotive racing legends Ferrari. It's true. Now, some of you guys may not have paid attention to this because you figured, like, you know, Richard Mille is great, but sometimes they make watches that are too expensive for me. In this case, not so. In this case, they really, really thought long and hard about who are the people who deserve these watches and making sure that they were priced not out of range or out of reach for them. So I would like to share just a little bit about these new models with you, if that's okay with you. But these are the new designation, the new reference number is 4301. These are the RM 43-01. It is, they are tourbillon split seconds chronographs. And these are the follow-up to that super, super thin UP01 Ferrari. Remember that super, super thin one that looked like a credit card? These are the follow-ups in the new Ferrari collaboration. Let me see if I can make this a little bit bigger here. Let's see what I can do.
I was offered a watch by Richard.
Were you really?
I have a champion stud horse that he wanted to foal with. I told him if he offered me a plastic watch, I would offer him a plastic horse. He brought cash.
There we go. Nice and big for you guys. Nice and big. So these are the 4301. And they are a tourbillon split seconds chronograph. And yeah, check them out. Very, very cool. They're 42.9 millimeters wide, 17.1 millimeters thick. They have 50 meters water resistance. And these will be made in a limited quantities of 75 pieces each. One of them is titanium and carbon TPT. So it's titanium with a carbon TPT mid case, or they have a version that's full carbon TPT. 75 pieces each. And it's very, very intricate looking, and it's very technical. Again, tourbillon with split second chronograph. So it's like super sophisticated. Just to prove to you how sophisticated it is, check that out. Got the Ferrari horse and everything. Everything is very technical. And these can be yours. I mean, they thought very, very carefully about the pricing. The first Ferrari UP01 was priced at 1.88 million, and that was considered too steep for most Ferrari owners. And so these new models are priced at let's see, they're priced very affordably at 1.3 million. 1.3 million for titanium, and 1.535 for carbon TPT. So listen, they listened to the market. The market said, listen, we want models that are very affordable and very attainable. And we want to provide Ferrari owners with a watch that's not exorbitantly priced like the UP01, which was 1.88 million. And Richard Mille delivered. Not a problem. We will deliver you an incredibly technical, sophisticated watch in 2 versions, and you can get one for as low as 1.3 million. Great job. Great job, Richard and team. I'll give you a close-up shot here. What do you think of that? Boom! Yeah, it's a good one. Now, unfortunately, 17.1, a little bit too thick for me. A little too thick.
I would say at 17.1 millimeters, it is for men with small baguettes. Would never work with my custom-made French cuffed shirts.
So you don't love it?
I must say, for a 2-word French brand, this is shit.
Guys, welcome to Saturday Night Super Chats. Your chance to super chat as many times as you want. Unlimited super chats have been enabled for this Saturday show. It's an incredibly novel concept. If you believe in America, if you believe in freedom and the ability to speak your mind, you support the right to super chat, even on Saturday nights. And so we wanted to provide a forum where you could hold your head up high and super chat as many times as you want in a guilt-free environment. There will be no shame here. For those who choose to super chat, we salute you. Yeah. Charles Leclerc and Louis Hamilton were already spotted wearing these. Yeah, they were spotted because they are Richard Mille ambassadors, I believe. They're either Ferrari drivers that have a relationship with Richard Mille, or they're combined Ferrari and Richard Mille ambassadors. So yeah, they were in the video. You guys want to see the video?
No,
Probably do, don't you? Yeah, you do. Come on.
Nah.
I bet you really do.
I'd rather look at the tag skipper again.
Let's see. Richard Mille, for those of you who have not seen the video. Let's see here. Take that off the screen. We'll move to boom. Share this tab. Sure. Boom. And check it out. Too thick. It's too thick.
Yeah. What's their entry level watch now is what, 170, 180,000?
135. That's the 6701.
Yeah.
In titanium. In rose gold, I think it's 200,000.
Yeah.
Look at this. We have Christopher Negroni in the chat. He agrees with me. These look affordable. Yes, they do. Guys, no longer will Richard Mille rake you over the coals with their $1.88 million watches. They've listened to the needs of Ferrari drivers, and they've come out with affordable models within the Ferrari collaboration range.
And you know what? They'll sell every one of them.
This is the two drivers unboxing their watches. Hey, Doc Mick came up with a good idea. PayPal Mondays. Why not?
Venmo Thursday.
That's right. Yeah, we'll come up with a payment mechanism for every day of the week. What is the complication in this watch? Asks Marcel Time. It is a tourbillon split-second chronograph. Tourbillon split-second chronograph. Shout out to Genesis, Ray-Ban, Pirelli, Richard Mille, VGW, Shell, and HP and Peroni.
HP sauce.
I think Marcelo would agree. This watch is stunning. It's stunning.
Oh, wait. Vimal's got me interested now.
Are you talking about the pink moon?
Ooh.
Yeah, I saw that. Pink moon comes out on April 1st. You guys want to see the pink moon?
I've actually been wearing my Snoopy Moon Swatch for the last couple of days. The black one.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, pink moon. Ooh.
Pink moon, here it is. Pink moon. Mission to pink moon.
It's true. It's all pink on the inside. Hey.
It's all pink, guys. It's pink. Finally, they made some watches for all of us.
Wasn't Pink an Aerosmith song?
Yes.
Yeah. From the bad era.
Marcelo.
How you guys doing?
Oh God. Here it comes.
Oh God. We're doing well. What would you like to talk about?
Okay, let me know your what is your guys' thought or opinion regarding you guys think that Richard Mille maybe lost the charm that probably was there 2, 3, 4 years ago? Maybe even 10 years ago, actually.
Well, I think a lot of people associate the peak of the market from a value perspective with the peak of some brands. And I think if you're going to associate a watch and say a watch brand with peaking at the same time as the peak of the market, you would say this one. This is the one brand where if you would say that it already peaked and is slightly going down, you would say this one because it's so synonymous with values and hype and watches that go over retail. So obviously it has peaked because the watches are worth less now than they were 3 years ago. Right? I mean, statistically, financially, they did peak, but so did every other brand. But I think people unfairly maybe think of Richard Mille as peaking 2 or 3 years ago because it's so closely associated with people buying those watches over retail.
Yeah, look, the last 3 years was a very big hype in all the watches, not only Richard Mille, but I remember when Eric Watches was the first ones that I remember that was talking about Richard Mille back in 2014, 2015. I started to be introduced to see this brand 2016 and so on. You started to see it in movies, celebrities, rappers, singers. You started to say, "Ah, wow! So this is the new thing." And now you see a big decline on that. You don't see people talk about Richard Mille like I remember in Basel World, who talk today about Basel World, right? So Basel World, the introduction of the new Richard Milles, you don't see this no more.
Well, I think the people who still are Richard Mille customers
Mm.
at retail are still
Yeah.
very, very interested. I think the people who buy them on secondary,
Mm.
they're obviously not not interested because they lost their ass. So in a way,
Yeah.
it was it's interesting to see how Richard Mille goes from
Mm.
here. At retail, they
Mm.
don't have any shortage of customers. It's still very, very
Mm.
hard to get one. But in secondary, at timepiece trading,
Mm.
you can get anything you want, and it's 40% less than it was 3 years ago.
Yep.
Wow.
And I think it's still going to come down a little bit from there.
Look, I mean, what I'm going to say is not something new, but for a long time, people was comparing Richard Mille to Frank Miller, but not only on the aspect of the shape, especially on the aspect of the downfall. Do you guys agree that this can happen? Like what
It
happened?
can 100%. It can. I think
Mm,
anybody who says it can't happen to them is delusional. Who knows
mm,
10 years from now or 15 years from now that this style of watch could be completely out of favor, and people will be looking back going,
mm.
can you believe people paid 200, 300, $400,000 for those? What were they thinking? It's quite sure
Wow.
it's possible.
Mm-hmm. It's such a razor thin market share that they have that
Yeah.
it's so fragile.
Now, talking about that, it also remind me a little bit AP. AP also lost completely their mind, in my opinion. I mean, they used to. I mean, we used to look at in AP, especially Royal Oaks offshore. They used to have very nice standard models that you could be proud of and say, this. Today, you have Spider-Man, the Wonder Woman, you have the whole. Yeah,
Cause yeah.
I mean, what's going on there? It take a lot of I mean. I don't know. It take a lot of the what Audemars Piguet used to be, I think.
Well, that's
Also.
why it's so refreshing that they actually introduced a watch that looks good for a change, right? And so they just dropped 2 days ago. I'm not sure if you're aware, Marcelo. This one, which is white gold, 41 millimeter, smoked blue dial, absolutely gorgeous. This could be the 5811 killer. Absolutely gorgeous watch. It's expensive, but listen, all precious
Wow.
metal watches are expensive, but this thing, it's absolutely stunning.
It's
It's
10,000.
65,
It
60.
it's $10,000 more than the blue ombre day date, less sophisticated and less recognizable. Why is it $10,000 more? Why? Why is it $10,000 more than a Rolex day date? Why? Explain.
Are there any AP fans out in the audience that want to explain why this watch, with its iconic design, both from a case shape, bezel, the bolts, the bracelet, the polishing, the dial, the tapestry dial, everything about it screams 70s sports luxury watch. It wasn't, but to your point, Brian, it was sitting in cases and selling for discounts 10 years ago, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but when it was introduced back in I think it was 1972, right? If I'm correct. When it was introduced that time, that watch was theoretically on the retail. I'm not talking about the aftermarket, but on the retail, it was selling more expensive than a
Yes.
solid gold Rolex. So
Yes.
it was the what the hell?
True, it was. It was positioned as a luxury steel sports watch.
Yeah.
But
Now,
it's-
don't
it's-
get me wrong. I love their hammered the hammered gold ones they do. I think those are freaking fantastic.
Yeah, it was. They took the idea of I think was the Spanish woman that she's an artist in doing hammering gold or something. So they took the inspiration from that. Yeah.
Yep. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Will Richard Mille go down? Will it become like the Frank Mueller in 10 years, 15 years? Who knows? Could be. We shall see.
I will say I think they'll sell out of all 100 of those Ferrari ones.
150. They're 75 each. I think so too.
75
I don't think that'll be a problem at all.
No, they'll sell out of those. Gone.
Yeah. If you
Does
think
it
about
go
it,
with?
go ahead.
No. I thought. I mean, you say 75 pieces of the Ferrari. I think it goes in the Ferrari boutiques. No, I think these watches.
Well, I think if they were smart, they wouldn't necessarily put them in boutiques, but they would really qualify the people and say, listen, how many Ferraris do you own? Oh, only one? Okay, maybe you're not getting this. Oh, you've owned 6 in your life? Okay. And you want this watch? Now we're talking. I mean, really qualify people based on merit as a and one of the criteria should be, listen, do you love Ferrari? Why give it to people who don't like Ferrari? Why give it to celebrities who've never owned a Ferrari? That's fucking bullshit. Like, let's say that there was a celebrity out there. Let's say he was like a famous chef in Tokyo, and he comes into the boutique and he says, "Listen, I would like one of these Richard Milles." And they're like, "Yeah, but what have you ever done?" He's like, "Oh, I'm a famous chef. I'm a famous YouTuber." But
I have
but
a very
Ferrari-
nice electric motorcycle, bicycle
put a Ferrari sticker on it.
with a Ferrari
Yes.
sticker on it.
Well, yeah, but it's like that's nice and all, but I mean, seriously, do you love cars? Do you love Ferraris? And the answer is no. Then next. That should be some of the qualifications. Just like I very much believed that the left-hand drive should only go to people who could prove they were left-handed.
Like me. Did you know that Marcelo actually once washed tennis balls for Enzo Ferrari? He did. He washed Enzo Ferrari's balls.
He's washed a lot of balls, all right. That's for sure.
Wow, I actually did it. Thank you to remind me. I'm starting to have a little bit Alzheimer and I'm forgetting stuff, but thank you to remind things that I forgot.
Well, you've also got you have brain trauma from mommy hitting you in the head with the frying pan, saying,
Exactly.
"Get in the back and cook."
So I'm not going to deny what you said. You're not just don't remember because of the damage that happened to my brain, but yeah, sure. I mean, thank you.
That's why you don't have hair anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, but can we please give these to people who qualify? And
I don't know why.
celebrities?
A real honest thing here is I don't know why I would want to have a automotive collaboration watch for a car that I wouldn't own or don't own. Never appealed to me.
You said this watch is about 130K for each?
No. Yeah,
No,
no,
1.3 million for the one on the left and
Yeah,
1.5 million on the right.
no,
I see.
Marcelo.
Yeah, they made it affordable.
Marcelo. No Jewish discounts here.
I see. 1.3 million.
Yeah, that's like
Okay.
that's like 4 billion yen.
It's all of Tokyo.
You know what? Just as a joke, and
I'm
you
going to
could
request it.
basically listen. You could actually buy the white gold lemon and the yellow gold lemon in a gray market, both of them, and you're going to pay for both of them cheaper than this. And you know what? I think it's much more worth it than this.
And you'll
No,
have $1 million left over.
no, these are tourbillon split seconds. Your
Oh.
stupid Daytona is just a regular chronograph.
Yeah, but the stupid Daytona in this is made of gold. This is made of plastic. Oh, sorry.
Hey, carbon plastic.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah, carbon plastic. Yeah.
plastic TPT. It's a very high-end plastic.
Yeah.
What the TPT means, I don't have no clue, but plastic TPT.
TPT comes from a planet outside of our galaxy.
Yeah, according to the stock market, gold actually going very much up in value. I don't know how carbon fiber is doing in the market, but I think I would stick with the gold piece.
Hey, Marcelo, put your Le Mans on the gram scale. I'll give you melt weight value for it right now, plus 10%. And then shut up.
Hey, I want to do a quiz. I want to test you guys. I want to see if anybody knows. First person in the chat to answer correctly wins. Who is this person?
This person.
This person, he had a company, and it was a very, very big company. And unfortunately, the guy passed away recently. But right before he died,
that's George Foreman.
Right before he died, he sold his grill business for a very whopping sum to another very, very big company. Who is the winner?
See, I told you, don't dox my grandfather. I told you this many times in private. So
they're the doxers. They are the doxers.
Leave my grandpa alone.
Wait, Marcelo, your grandfather's a German guy that escaped to Switzerland?
He's German. Sorry, I didn't know.
Okay.
So this guy, Doc Mick says it's C.F. Bucherer, very close. It's Jorg Bucherer, who was the owner of Bucherer, and he is not only did he own his own brand, his watch brand, which Rolex recently announced they're shutting down.
Kill it.
He sold his company to Rolex, but he also he had a massive wine collection, and the private wine collection of Jorg Bucherer is going to be auctioned at Christie's in April. So, let's look at this. The sale will run April 16th to the 30th and will include more than 2,400 bottles. 2,400 bottles across 238 lots, featuring 1,600 bottles of Bordeaux from 1970 to 2005, 500 bottles of Burgundy, and 300 bottles of Spanish wines. The proceeds will benefit the Jorg G. Bucherer Foundation, which is believed to be one of the largest charitable trust foundations in Switzerland. Can you imagine the guy had 2,400 bottles?
See, Marcelo, he's not your relative. There's no mention of Manischewitz or Mogen David.
The wines are not kosher, I understand.
Huge shout out. By the way, if you have a star next to your name, this is a special members only stream. If you have a star next to your name, make sure you click on the currency icon. After you've super chatted the maximum amount, click on the currency icon and check and see if you have a free member milestone chat. Like Boris, member for 2 months. Marcelo, question for Marcelo. Will you sell your white gold GMT Master 2 meteorite dial this year. Will you sell? Any plans to sell?
Well, I mean, the truth is, I'm waiting. I'm waiting for the for the GMT Rolex book and the Daytona book. This is also what I told my wife. I mean, look, in the end, I will sell all the Rolex that I have because, I mean, it's kind of my retirement thing. But the thing is, I will not sell nothing until I see these two books coming out. Now, it might be a good strategy or it might be even a mistake because the revelation of the numbers of how many GMTs was made or how many Daytonas was made might be on my benefit or might be against me. So I would actually turn this question back to you and also Brian and the audience. What do you guys think? You guys think that is good to see the revelation of the numbers? You know what? I'm going to even ask better. Do you guys think that the revelation of this Submariner book help or damage people that have subs?
Has no influence whatsoever on anything, on the pricing or availability of watches.
Okay,
That's what I think.
so
Here, Marcelo, here's my question for you, and I'll make it simple so everyone can understand, unlike your question. You waiting for a stupid book. Here's my question.
Mm.
Let's say they discontinue the Pepsi bezel completely.
mm,
Then the meteorite shoots up in value to 80,000 US.
right.
Do you sell then?
Ah, tough to answer. Is tough for me to answer because
No, you have to yes or no. Yes or no.
it is a tough maybe.
No, no,
It's
no,
a
no, no.
tough maybe.
All right. The price shoots up to 90,000 US dollars. Do you sell then?
Look, the watch already was 150K. If you go back to a year and a half ago.
All right.
So
So now it gets back up to 150K. Do you sell?
I think so because I think so. Look, I like the watches. I like all of them, especially the Meteor Dial. And I know that the Meteor Dial definitely going to be discontinued this year. I'm not sure about the Pepsi in general, but the stone, the Meteor Dial white gold, it will be discontinued definitely this year. Uh, Now, if Rolex discontinue this blue and red Pepsi in ceramic, I don't think it's going to be like from now on. There is no more Pepsis around. I mean, it might be discontinued for several years until they introduce a new material. And I'm pretty much key on that material that I mentioned this many times. I really believe that they might replace the Seracom bezels to a sapphire bezel, similar to what you see in the 50 Phantom, because it's very much back to the core of 1955, the basic that it was that time. It was with the Hazelite crystal, right? So it was a lume bezel. That's what pilots need. It was a Pepsi that it was lume. So I think they might go back to that. I do believe that Rolex might change the whole lineup of the GMTs this year, similar to what they did 2 years ago with the Daytonas. So I think it's going to be, unfortunately, something that people will not like. The new case of the sub in the GMTs. This is what I think.
See, I left and made a cup of coffee while he was answering. Can you summarize what the hell he just said?
No, he's predicting like everybody else that
Yeah.
because it's the anniversary of the GMT, that
Yeah.
somehow they're going to refine the case and make it more refined, like the Submariner, like they did with the Submariner
Yeah.
in 2020.
Oh, okay. That's
Thin
what
the
he's saying.
lugs a little bit, increase the bracelet by 1 millimeter, and make it a little bit more elegant. And that'll be it. And then they'll call it a day. We'll see.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And what do you think about changing the Seracom bezels to a sapphire and starting with GMTs and after that going to the sub and then going to even the Daytonas? What do you guys think about that?
Well,
No.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think they're likely to go back to something that's less reliable. Is not the word. Right word. What's the word, Brian? Durable.
Less durable.
Less
yeah.
durable. I mean, they reason why they moved to ceramic is because it's
Mm.
not going to scratch. It's not going to break. People say, "Oh, well,
Yeah.
ceramic. If you hit it in the right spot, it's going to break." Yeah, like they one out of a million. It did that.
Okay,
So
how many out of a million going to break a block pan bezel? Or let's say I think Grand Seiko also did a sapphire bezel in the GMT. How not reliable is this comparing to a ceramic?
well, it's a combination of two things. It's not just durability, but it's also the longevity from a looks perspective. Like, I don't know if the
Mm.
sapphire bezel gets scratched. You know what I mean? Bakelite was get all scratched, so they replaced it with aluminum, and then
Of
aluminum would get
course, it was
scratched, so they
plastic.
replaced it. Yeah. So the question: if they made a sapphire that was chip proof and
Mm.
scratch proof and looked amazing, and it was
Well, I
better
mean,
and cheaper than ceramic, then I don't know.
look, I mean, it's not like I'm creating something new that never was made before. You have already that on the block pans, and you have that on the Grand Seikos. So you know,
The,
you already can see if it's proven good or bad. You know.
but you still have the multicolor problem because the sapphire doesn't
Mm.
change the color of what's underneath it. And they have
Right.
multicolor problems with the blue and red bezels. So
Mm.
if you put an ultraviolet light up to your Pepsi, the entire bezel turns red because it's
Yes.
all red and then blue on top.
You
It's
didn't-
the
you
only
didn't
one
let
that does
You didn't
that.
let Marcelo say that first.
Oh, he said it first so many times.
I know.
Uh,
You can
I
sapphire.
think
They could sapphire cap these things right now if they wanted to. It'd still be the same shitty bezel underneath.
Why is it shitty? Why do you say shitty?
Because of all the production issues.
look if they do a sapphire bezel, they will not do a ferrochrome plus a sapphire combined. No, they will put a painting or a different material, similar to what you see with the Grand Seikos or the block pan. The advantage on that will be that you can have a loom bezel now because they will put it would be try to create a name for it, Rolex style, but it would be uh, a chromolite bezel. How am I going to call that? Chromo bezel something.
No, I think I don't see them doing much big changes to the GMT line right now.
No big changes.
I think
You
they
know, by
will
the way,
offer. I think they'll offer a couple of them on Oyster Flex, and that's about it.
Rolex was late also with the ceramic bezel. They introduced the first time ever the ceramic bezel back in 2005. I think Hublot and other companies already was making colorful bezels already that time, and Rolex just introduced a black bezel. And they say for about nearly 10 years that is impossible to make a colorful bezel Rolex style. Even so, that other companies already did it.
Yeah,
So,
they may not be first, although sometimes they are first. But when they're not
yeah.
first, they're always quietly innovating and making their watches
Mm.
better. And they're spending tens of millions of dollars to test every little change that they make. And every time there's a complaint, like, oh, people, like the bezel gets scratched, they go to work and they put hundreds of people on those teams. They say, listen, figure out how to make it better. We're Rolex. We want our watches to be the best. And we were talking about this the other day when for 30 or 40 years, people complained about the bracelets going bad and the stretch in the day dates and all the Jubilee bracelets. They said, listen, this is unacceptable. We should figure out a way to fix it. And they started rolling out over time the ceramic sleeves that the gold pins slide into to prevent the wear and tear on the holes and the general wear and tear on the pins. And now and you think like, wow, they should have done that a long time ago. They just introduced that 20 years ago. So people were buying watches in the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, 2000s, and they pale in comparison to the quality of the watches that you get today. That not just the movements, but the cases, the bracelets, everything is perfection. Everything is very little problems. A Rolex bracelet, Oyster, Jubilee, President, no matter what you put, Oyster Flex, you put it on and it feels fucking fantastic. They really spend a lot of time to make sure that it is comfortable and durable.
Yep. Unfortunately, they sell stuff to crazy Jewish chefs in Tokyo.
I got Double D in the chat. Diego's in the chat. Patek Chris. What's up, guys? Good to see you guys in the chat. If anybody wants to jump on, the link's pinned. So there it is. You're waiting for a book, and you will trade your book, your new GMT book, for the watch. When the book comes in, you trade the watch for the book.
Yeah, here it is a comment here say Rolex use platinum fillet basically on the Serachrome bezels, in all the Serachrome bezels. So this is not true. It match with the material of the watch. So if this is a rose gold watch or a yellow gold watch, so the Serachrome bezel would be filled up with that gold and not platinum.
Yep. Patek Chris, the movements are far from perfect. I beg to disagree. They're reliable, given that they make 1.1 million watches a year. Pretty reliable. Boris says, you can read what Boris says. You guys are in the chat.
Yeah.
What else? Anything else you guys want to talk about?
Yeah.
Okay, keep going.
What about we all talked I think 2 years ago when the Vacheron Constantin introduced the 222, and we all said that they might release a steel version and it's going to be a crazy hit. And here we go, they did release a steel version.
Yeah,
Now, historically, they had the steel and a two-tone as well. You guys think they're going to release also a two-tone in the near future? And if so, is going to be a hot cake like the steel and the yellow gold that they did?
Well, hot take from OC. I don't think the steel is going to be all that hot.
I think my hot take is that they're going to make so few of them that it's going to stay interesting for a while.
Yeah, the gold makes sense. The steel makes sense. The two-tone doesn't really. I don't know, but historically they had a two-tone one also. So.
Yeah, I think two-tone would be a mistake because two-tone for this watch, this watch is already going to be soft. I think it's enough. This is a nothing watch. It was a great idea because 4 years ago, I remember 4 years ago, I got into the hobby 5 years ago. Right after I got into the hobby, they came out with this thing called the Longa Odysseus.
Yeah.
Right.
Mhm.
And because everybody wanted to get into steel sports watches, and it was ugly. And
Yeah.
at that time, everybody
It still is ugly, but I like the way it looks.
You know what? I actually agree with Tosin that way. It is a kind of a Odysseus like, right?
Mhm. Yeah, so everybody went to come up with an integrated sports watch. Chopek did it,
Mm.
and then and then IWC announced they were going to do it, and then they were a year late. Now those guys, Piaget did it with the Polo 79. Everybody went back to their archives and came out with a hit from the past.
Mm.
And this is the gold one is great, but the gold one is now readily available at retail or under retail. And the
Wow.
steel one, yeah. And the steel one's not special. It's for the Vacheron collector who has everything, and that VIP deserves to have this watch. But this isn't a good daily watch. This isn't a good watch for anybody that doesn't have at least 30 or 40 watches. Yes, Brian, I know that includes you fall into that
So wait a
category.
second.
Yeah.
How much this watch will go in the gray market? Will go a lot over retail? No, right?
I think this will be 35,000.
Well, it's 32,000 retail.
It costs 32,000 retail. I think you'll see these for 35, 36,000.
Okay, so if I tell you, listen, I always wanted to get a Vacheron Constantin. I think the overseas is the white one to get, is the popular. Or maybe this. Well, what you would say?
I think this is boring. This is no better than a Datejust. Go buy a Datejust. You get a better watch with more variety. You could choose the dial color. You're going to get the fluted bezel. You'll be able to choose Oyster or Jubilee bracelet. It's going to look better. It's going to run better. And it's going to cost you 1/3 the price.
A quick Google search shows there's 2 of these on the gray market right now. One is 79,000 asking, and one is 65,000.
Yeah, good for them. Good luck getting that.
I said asking.
No one is going to pay a penny over $40,000 for this watch.
Buckley will. He likes it.
Even to get it now, it's just not going to happen. Am I wrong, guys in the chat? Am I crazy? I don't think anybody's going to. I think people know they missed the boat on this one.
Yeah. Oh, this was way too late, and they should have upsized it to 39 for a current size.
Well, basically, you see that if they would release this a year ago, they could get like over 200K for that watch.
2 years ago. but now this month is the 36th month of a declining market. It's over. It's over for Vacheron. Vacheron was always weak. The overseas was always very weak. So the overseas now.
See a super chat regarding the 222.
Super Saturday super chat from Gatsby, $5 Canadian. Thank you. Hot take. If Vacheron had put the overseas blue dial on this, okay, so you're talking about the very glossy blue dial on the steel 222, people would be lining up. This depressing blue gray dial is a misfire.
Oh. Well, the same thing we can say about the green dye, right? I mean, if they would do it with a glossy green dye, what do you think about that? You know?
I think they wanted to keep it very traditional, and that's why you have on the gold one you have a cream or tan dial or whatever it is, and then on this one they wanted to keep it to blue. I think also the original one they had a gray in steel. So I think they want to keep it very historic and true to the original, and that's why
this is the old blue. Yeah, this is the old blue. This is the old watch. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, this is not for hype collectors. This is designed to reward people who are longtime Vacheron owners who never had a steel 222, and now they can have one, and it's modern and expensive. But this watch would not get zero wrist time in my collection. It does. This doesn't compete with a platinum date.
And if you want a $14,000 one, you just get the Vacheron 56 with a blue dial on the bracelet.
You know what? Actually, see, almost by mistake, you almost said something brilliant.
Well, almost by mistake.
Almost.
Yeah, because maybe when you mention platinum, maybe instead of releasing this in steel, they should release this in platinum. What do you think about this one? I'm telling you, see, this is a platinum 222. What do you think about that?
You bored OC to sleep on his own
were
channel.
Platinum and it were extremely limited.
Yeah, this one. Let's pretend this one is platinum. Platinum 222. What do you think? Instead of the steel one.
Mega collectors. Yeah, 100,000. Charge 100,000 and make only available to mega collectors.
It would be better idea, right? It would be better, right?
Better? No, because they wanted to try. At the time, they thought that this was a good trend to come out with a steel watch. They thought it was going to be. Remember, everybody and their brother came out with a watch. The Chopek Antarctique is an absolute dead watch. That watch, completely dead.
In fact, there's 6 of them in my pool face down. Not even floating anymore. They sunk.
I mean, what we did within 2 years of maximum hype and then the last 3 years of declines it's been an eye opener. The shit that we thought we wanted, we realized we didn't want. And even today, if there's a watch that's really, really, really nice, we won't buy it because it's not good enough. And that's good for collectors. That's good for us because we can be very, very selective and discerning about what we buy. And we can put the screws to these brands and hold these brands accountable for delivering the absolute best product at the best price with the best experience and the best marketing. And if you don't have all of those things, you can say, listen, I choose not to support this brand. If you don't like the marketing, you don't like the CEO, you don't like the message, you don't like their just strategic direction, you don't like the design of the watch, you don't like the pricing, you don't like the customer experience, you don't like the loyalty tests, you can choose any reason at all and you could disqualify the brand for purchase and still can have plenty of other watches that are awesome to buy. And that's the great thing about the market right now.
You know what? I mean, there is a charm in platinum, and something that Patek did back in 2016, basically is 9 years ago. They released the 40th anniversary platinum Nautilus. I call this the 5711, but it's not. They have a different reference number, but it's basically a 5711 in platinum.
Right.
That watch, till today, I think that watch was released 100 and something pieces limited, and I think the retail was 120K, something like that. Today, this watch, you can check it, you can pull it up. I think it's close to $1 million or 500K, 700K. This watch is hot. This was the best. Nautilus or the best one. You don't have a better Nautilus than this one until now. Even all the new versions that they release of the Nautilus, nothing. Even the 5811, nothing is close to that watch. That watch is the God watch. Okay, so every brand have their own God watch. AP have the Royal Oak that they could make a God piece. Vacheron could make maybe the Overseas or maybe this to a God piece. every brand have the God piece, right? They miss the opportunity to make a God tier piece from their brand. That's all.
Yeah, my problem with this watch, and it is a
Mm,
problem,
mm.
I'll be honest, is that ugly fucking type on the bottom of the dial, which is covered by those hands, but it says 40 and then it has the years and it looks
Yeah.
fucking awful. They
Well,
could have just
according to the market, it's not that awful.
I don't
According
well,
to the
I don't give a fuck. That I don't like the dial. I mean, I like I like the diamond baguettes. I love that it's platinum, but I
Mm.
do not like, and I'll pull up a different picture, but I don't like that writing on the dial. I think that writing
Yeah, the
fucking
writing.
kills.
Yeah, the writing is shocking, but this blue dial is a kind of platinum day-date blue. Is a nice blue actually.
I'm not loving it. I'm not. It's okay. It's a no for me, dog. Put it that way.
Brian, what do you think?
I'm sorry. Huh? Hello, Marcelo. You made my coffee fall asleep.
By the way, you'll
No,
see how much is in the market now. How much they want for this watch today?
I don't. I don't
I'm
know.
not buying this shit. No. I don't want a blue. Why would I want a special edition? Yeah, no. Never mind.
Let me see if I can get another picture to show you how ugly the dial is. Oh my god. Fuck's sake.
I think I don't even remember if I even saw this in real life, this watch. I saw
Listen,
the
listen. I also don't want to watch with my father's picture on the dial, let alone Terry Stern's father on the dial. So yeah,
I saw the bigger one. They actually did when they released this one, they released the chrono version. But it's actually a kind of
You know what's better?
5980.
You know what's a better dial than this? The Omega Seamaster Diver 300M with a ceramic dial. Better than this dial. Sorry. It's way better than this dial. This is the way they did that 40 and those stupid fucking years on it.
Mm.
Awful. What's up, Diego?
Yeah, they could have just done it on the case back, right?
Yeah, something else other than this.
But
put
by
it
the
in
way,
the rotor.
next year going to be another probably anniversary because it's going to be a year six. So
50th. It's going to be the 50th
50.
anniversary. That's going to be massive for the Nautilus.
Well, you
50th
don't want to see.
anniversary.
I guess you don't want to see again a 50 anniversary on the die like this one, right?
Well,
And
not
for the
exactly like this. No.
for the 50th for the 50th, Terry's going to discontinue all Nautiluses and just make you buy cubby tits. I mean cubitus.
Cubby tits. I actually like the cubby tits. Yeah, nice.
We've been talking about the Nautilus a lot lately. A lot because it's just the last piece of a collection for some. I mean, it's. I think there's some of us in the community where the Nautilus is like the next logical piece. We've done the Rolex thing. We've done maybe the dress watch thing, and now it's like, okay, how do we move to the ultimate iconic luxury sports watch in our collection?
You mean like
And I think we do
1580?
tend to reinforce to ourselves, and we talk in an echo chamber to ourselves that, hey, the Nautilus has to be the next best thing that you get.
Yeah, makes you want to buy a 5980 two-tone.
See, like Brian put his money where his strategy was and where his desire was, and said, "I want to." Yeah,
I was actually mapping out my path, and I was up in the air between an RM or at one point there was a chance that I might have been able to get an RM and the Patek, and I just decided that no, I wasn't going to stick any money into RM, and the Patek won. The Patek won out, and it's proven correct for for me liking it.
I just don't understand why the fuck they release a watch named Cubitus. I mean, what I still don't
Awful
believe
name.
this watch is real. I mean, I don't understand why the fuck they release a watch that don't belong to nothing.
Marcelo, shut up and ball wash Rolex and just stay away from Patek. You don't understand it. It's too smart for you.
This is also way old. I remember this was released in 2014. I remember this watch.
Yeah. Brian has this one's obviously extremely shiny and new looking.
Yeah. It's overexposed a little.
I know, but it looks good. Doesn't it look good?
Well, except the blue dial's not exactly that color. But...
No, it's better. It's better than that. I'll find a good picture.
Give me 2 minutes. I'll make you all happy.
Okay. I'll find a nice shot of it in the sun. Here we go. What do you think of this? What do you think of this puppy?
So it's not the same blue, huh? It's actually not the same blue.
No, this is a bright sunburst blue, whereas the 5711, 5811 is actually 5711 is a bluish gray. 5811 is a little bit more blue, but this is more of a sunburst.
No,
like a
and
bluesy blue.
no, this is but that's the platinum 5711 that you put before the 40th anniversary. It's not the same blue, right?
Is this? No.
Mm.
This is brighter blue.
Let me make sure my pants are on so I don't pull a Marcelo.
Yeah. Pants on, please.
By the way, you guys believe that Rolex might really release a court Rolex this year?
A what Rolex?
A court. They talk about the court model or something.
Quartz? No,
Yeah.
they're not going to do that. No.
Oh, we can see
Nice.
so much better than the photo OC had.
Yes.
The fuck?
Right. Damn
Hey,
camera.
Diego, I didn't see you there.
There it is.
Wow.
Have not worn it in a while.
So Brian, it was a good deal price. You got it for?
Marcelo, I was bar mitzvahed.
I see.
They've come down a little bit, but not all that much over the last. You've had it over 6 months, right?
Yeah, I got it. God, it's going on 10 months because I actually got it at the end of May.
Yep.
So, and I got it full set for 103.
Yeah, $100,000.
No, hey, actually, this is a very good price because the watch retail in 2014 it was already 70 something K. So
And it's actually Marcelo. When you go to melt this down, the bezel is solid gold. It's not plated, and the links are solid, although they're pretty hollow. It's not rolled gold. There's the color.
it's rose gold, but actually, it's rose gold, right?
Yeah.
When we get on the subject of Patek Philippe, Patek Philippe is the number one top of mind share these days in our, at least in our sliver of a segment of our community. And I hope that Patek knocks it out of the park, but I don't know. I mean, they really don't have a stellar track record for introducing killer piece. I mean, look what the Cubidus
They're going
was not
backwards.
well received, unfortunately. Yeah, it just wasn't. I mean, as much as I want to root for them, they fucking fucked up the watch.
Look, we've talked about it. Patek they have more weird shit than they have normal stuff. Well,
Yeah, they do.
why would they're not going back to their roots. They're going to keep doing weird shit. They might make a watch where everyone's like, oh, damn, but we're not getting it. We may as well be looking at super yachts.
What do they have for us? Diego, I ask you, what do they have? What do they have?
They have oversized dress watches.
Here,
They have $80,000 chronographs. No, $90,000 out the door.
how's that for a Patek 2-piece?
Pretty bad.
Well, I mean, the one on the right.
Whoa, Brian,
Yeah.
what happened? You are a fan of 2014 because that model also came out in 2014. What's going on?
What are you, a fucking Rain Man of introduction?
He,
of watch?
he remembers back when he was 60. He wants to celebrate his 60th birthday all over again.
No, I actually had a customer that came to the restaurant with that watch. This is the 5760 in stainless steel. First time they did this watch in stainless steel was with this white dial and this red hand that everybody thought is a little bit weird and funky, and he said, "Well, I want to be a little bit funky." So that was the first kind of introduction of a little bit more less serious Patek in this watch.
Can I admit to how many people are watching right now?
31.
And this is members only, right?
Yep, members only.
I had a revelation last week about why I like this watch so much, and it just happens to work out that I'm wearing a t-shirt that will explain it. Are you ready?
Go ahead. Oh, that's why you like it.
The Mickey
Look at
Mouse.
the fucking color. It's the same colors.
Yeah, that's why you like it.
Yeah.
It's weird. Listen, you came on and you unboxed it a couple of weeks ago, and then we turned off the stream. We had a private call, and we said, "Brian's fucking nuts."
Yes.
Yeah. By the way, you know what? This 5760, it makes much more sense with Patek instead of the stupid Cubidus. You know, if they would invest on this watch, like, because this is in stainless steel, before they did this watch only on precious metal that was only on strap, if they would continue doing this watch, let's say now in precious metal even, but this time in bracelet, it would make sense. It would create the whole lineup of the 5760. We have the two tones, we have steels, we have the gold versions with bracelets, not only straps. It would make much more sense. Please tell me that I'm not wrong.
Hey, Marshmallow, not to interrupt you, but I'd love to. It's a 5960.
59, sorry.
You used to
59,
have the
yeah.
platinum on this blue strap.
Yeah.
This is so much better than this.
Yeah, I just couldn't wear it that much anymore.
Yeah, you can. Come on.
No.
Yeah, was it platinum? What was it? 5205? What was that?
No, 5960p.
Yeah.
Blue dial, same exact watch, but platinum blue dial. It came on that really nice blue leather strap. He had it in Vegas.
Yeah. With the platinum deployant.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Shit's all over this watch.
I was just gonna abuse the hell out of the strap.
But it's a strap.
You get a new strap, dude.
I'm fussy and bitchy.
So okay. How did they get this Breitling bracelet on there, by the way?
They went over to Breitling and bought some.
Let me see the back. Let me see the clasp, the movement, all that. Oh,
It's the standard little flip lock.
how much was this?
46. But this was when I got rid of the 5960p. This was the target, and it was finding the right piece at the right price. Yeah, the same movement.
Does this have the same kind of scalloped case side as the other one?
Slightly, yeah. Can't really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like your platinum was a lot more pronounced.
Yeah, I think they made it more pronounced as they got longer with it. These are pretty much. Yeah, there's a little shallowing there. But
Yeah.
I like the.
This is beautiful. Guys, I'm going to leave you guys. I have to go with my wife
Oh.
outside. You know, it's day off Sunday today. So
Marcelo, please go. I mean, don't go, please.
see you guys. Diego, nice to see you there also.
See you, man.
All right. Have a good one.
From the future.
See you guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Yeah, I don't want to turn into Buckley buying new straps every 12 minutes. God damn, the lighting in here sucks. Nope, that sucks more. Just so you know, I've worn both of these to work.
Congrats, man.
Yeah, I think. I
Wow.
mean, you raise Diego. You raise a good question, and Marcelo did also as well. Like, what if can they come up with a steel bracelet that they could make as an option for their dress watches that actually makes the dress watches better? You know,
No,
like this one's
I mean,
no, they can't.
name me a non-integrated dress watch, or name me a dress watch with a non-integrated bracelet that looks good. The only thing I can think of is like vintage Omega constellations.
That's pretty much a beads of rice, which this is a variation of.
Yeah, but it's on a chronograph with red on the dial and an annual calendar. Like, this does not belong on a bracelet.
Yeah, it does.
So again, like, name a quote unquote dress watch that comes on a bracelet that looks good. I don't think there is one.
I think this 5-link design is something that it's not great. It's not perfect, but it's. I mean, Biver does the same thing, right?
It doesn't taper.
Yeah, it doesn't taper. Yeah, it doesn't taper. I gotta tell you, I tried on a Omega. You know those Omega Speedmaster bracelets? They do taper nicely. They do feel comfortable. I don't know if they're really made in China or not, but I could give a fuck. They're really good-looking bracelets. They
Double
are.
D's right. The Vacheron 56 comes with a bracelet.
The hell is a Vacheron 56?
Vacheron 56. What is that? I have never heard of that before.
Google search Vacheron. Well, I'll find you one.
That looks even worse than on a bracelet.
I think Tim G has one.
I'll get you the official Vacheron link so that the website will crash and it'll look stupid.
Yeah, I guess Date 836, if you consider that a dress watch, yeah, that's probably the only one. Date Just, I guess you could classify as a dress watch.
Would you consider Date 8 as well?
I think so. Yeah, that's a dress watch.
Private chat, private chat, private chat.
Okay. Okay. Holy moly. They sell this thing?
Yeah, and on the gray market, this one doesn't take that hard of a dip.
Wow, look how many links in that bracelet. That's really, I'll be nice, detailed looking.
There's a lot going on.
It's very detailed. The dial reminds me of the fucking tambour.
It does. Yeah.
Well, guess
Fuck.
which one came out first?
Tambour.
No, the 56.
I think I'd rather have a tambour.
Oh man, this is 15,000. Well, it's cheap. Vacheron makes a watch that's $15,000 new.
Is it
Yeah.
quartz?
No,
What are they? JLC? What kind of bullshit is this?
this is the shared Chanel JLC Vacheron movement.
I guess it's great in the sense that you could own a Vacheron that looks with a metal bracelet. It's kind of sporty looking, kind of dress looking for super cheap. But who knew that they made one that cheap?
I did.
How much
know
is an
why?
overseas? Like 20?
24 maybe now.
7
They used to be
now?
22. Now they're maybe 25. Oh,
Yeah,
Mhm.
retail.
yeah.
22 or something, right?
Mm-hmm.
Watches, collections, overseas. They start at where the hell is a three-hander?
All right. So besides a date and a date just, is there such a thing as a dress watch with a
I
bracelet
don't know.
that looks good?
Anyone in the chat, feel free to jump in. I don't know anything about watches, so if you guys know anything about watches, feel free to chime in. I don't. It has to be from a reputable brand. Don't like choose some esoteric brand, like one of the top 10 brands.
25K for the overseas.
Well, okay. What about a Santos? Is that classified as a dress watch?
Yep,
Is that
it
a
sure
sports
does.
piece?
That's a dress watch.
It
I
is
think
now.
I think you nailed it.
It's
Santos
integrated
does
though,
look good.
right? Even though it's like, even though you
Nope,
can remove
interchangeable.
them now. Well,
I think those are
now it's
interchangeable.
interchangeable. Now it's
Yeah.
interchangeable. They used to be integrated.
I think that's a great pick. They did a good job with that bracelet.
Hmm?
Patek bracelets are the worst on steel.
Patek bracelets are the cheapest. Fully
The only
made.
good bracelet is the Nautilus bracelet. Everything else is horrible.
Even the Nautilus bracelet, Tim will tell you, it's fixed by pins the cheap way.
Yep.
Pins are more secure. It's true. No, it's true. You know how many screws I've had back out the past year?
How many
Had to
loose
put that-
screws have you had, Diego?
Is
I had to put that blue or that purple Loctite on a couple pieces. You look down and all of a sudden you got a damn screw coming out.
goddamn screw coming loose.
Where is the Longines Heritage?
And I think
there's
OC
some
said the top 10 brands.
Yeah, top 10 brand.
What the?
Buckley makes a good point. The 5396 came on a bracelet too. Yeah, that's true. That's true. In precious metal, white gold and rose gold.
All right. Here's one for 2,500. Right now,
$2,500,000.
$2,500. Private chat.
This is your submission for good-looking bracelet.
I like that bracelet. It's the Beads of Rice bracelet.
Dude, Beads of Rice isn't that cool. Like, it was only cool when they used to do it well back in the 70s and 60s. And even the Omega Constellation bracelets weren't necessarily beads of rice. They were all flat linked. These are all rounded.
I like the way that looks. Unfortunately, it's made by the Swatch Group.
It doesn't look that bad. It's all polished, though. I think a lot of people don't like that look.
Yeah, I used purple Gatsby. Purple Loctite. Do we have an unboxing?
Maybe.
Let me know if we do.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
You do. Just let me know when you're ready.
I don't have anything.
What? Oh, thought you were. In that case, the banner may be a lie.
Let's see what they got on European Watch Co.
Do you want to take over?
Oh, my mouse doesn't work.
Yes, it does.
Did your clicky die?
Hold on.
Take over for 10 minutes,
Okay.
which means the next hour.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Come on, I'll hang out with you.
Yeah, look, you got Brian. He can make those funny dad jokes.
European Watch. Let's see. Get my screen bigger. I need 2 monitors. This is hard. Present, share screen.
There you go.
Chrome
Nice.
tab.
I love this choice. Great job by European Watch Company by putting front and center the new AP Royal Oak in smoked blue.
Why can't
White
I
gold.
move the screen?
Oh, here you go.
Before presenting screen, remove other media. Oh,
I'll remove myself. Oops. Right, you do it.
there we go. All right. Ooh.
European Watch Company.
Very nice. I'll start.
You don't use grid. You don't use grid view.
No, I can. Let's see. Where do you do that? Grid
Top. Yeah, yeah. I mean, just yeah.
I guess I'll stop scrolling when I see something good.
Yeah. I mean, if anybody in the chat sees something good, just say pause. Just shout it out.
It's
Of course,
rough out there.
you're watching with 7 seconds delay, so I gotta have 7 seconds of delay for
Man, they don't have anything.
what's going on. What happened to all the watches? Didn't have a bunch of good watches?
The old 5990. Nasty World Time. Grand Seiko. Sprite. That's it. They sold all the good stuff.
Well, that's new watches.
Yeah, good point.
All right, let's do this. Brands.
All watches.
All watches. 7,300 watches in stock.
All watches.
Jeez.
All Tag Heuer skippers.
This thing. Interesting.
No, it just doesn't look good. I think you need to filter or something. You can't possibly
High to
scroll
low.
through
Can we do
all
high
this
to low?
garbage.
Price?
I mean, something.
100,000 plus. I mean,
that might be better.
look at this, Brian. Look at that.
There we
You
go.
can sell both your Pateks and get this. But it's got a leather strap. So
It's got a leather strap. And it's got that stupid extra Tiffany name on it. It's like a girl's watch because it says Tiffany now.
Look at this. Cars and Chrono is in the chat. Check it out. Cars and Chrono. Double D, blah, 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 blah. Congratulations on your 56. Don't listen to these jokers. Our collecting community hates Vacheron Constantin.
I like Vacheron.
True. Yeah, we do. If
Damn, unworn 5712 Tiffany.
How much is that?
A lot.
Oh.
It's got the
Vacheron,
the
if you know, you know. Oh, we
200.
know.
Yeah,
We're
I mean,
aware.
what kind of comment is this?
We're
If
aware.
you know, you know. That doesn't. That's we know. That's the problem.
Uh,
Yeah,
no,
I can say this
they
about
make some good
Vacheron.
stuff.
No, they don't. I like the
do.
people who. No, I like the people who like Vacheron. I've always said that the people who like Vacheron like it for the right reasons, and I like those people because they are smart collectors. But it's not for me. Like Vacheron's not for me, but I like the people who it's right for. Those people are good people.
Cars brings up a good point. He says, I actually don't like most pieces across all brands. That's a very honest thing to say and something that a lot of people don't. There's maybe 2 or 3 Vacherons I like. There's maybe 2 or 3 Pateks I like. Rolexes, Omegas. I mean, APs, right? That's normal. What's not normal is to say I love everything. Because, like, to say I love all Lange, it's like, really? You love this?
Then we call you Jonathan Quayle Higgins.
This is horrible.
This is like a double split or triple split tourbillon or something. Yeah, it's like, I mean,
It could be a quintuple split. It wouldn't matter. That's not a good looking watch. When keeping it real goes wrong, OC. Like,
it's yeah. You want those slots on the screws to be aligned?
look at this carve out right here. Why did they make
It's
it that shape?
shape. Yeah, that shape isn't very attractive looking. It's like a
What's
random-
the lighting?
Blue hands, just deep random blue hands on the dial. Everything else is black. Limited.
of 51 pieces.
Interesting.
Yeah, so this is the oh my god, OMRPK roller concept. Ugh.
Sale pending.
If
They
you
call
don't like
this the Hublot.
this watch, then I won't unbox it on your fucking channel.
They call this the Hublot killer.
He's been baited by the anti-Vacheron
I like
talk.
these. I like the concepts.
What's up, cars?
Hey, what's up, guys? Hey, somebody's got to, fly the flag here. It's
Fly the
very
flag
dope.
for Vacheron.
Right.
You like the 56 cars?
No,
There
it's,
you go.
no, it's cool. But
No.
here's what I'll say. Listen, and Double D, I do really respect. Like, he kind of reminds me of PG in the sense that he just buys what he loves. And I totally respect that. But I mean, is that piece for me? No, probably not. But it is for him, and I respect it. But yeah, to your point, Diego, 100% agree. Also, this is private members only, right? This
It will be after the stream is over. It'll go full private.
Just
members
maybe
only.
take it off. Like, I'll just say, like, even so, I'm a fan of RM, but I will just tell you the vast majority, 99%, if there are even 100 pieces in the catalog, no. Like, there might be 2 I dig, right? So when people like, poo-poo brands, like, to me, it's just around whatever pieces are. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on. I'll be right back. Let me grab it.
All right. Yeah, sure.
Nice Saturday stream. It's nice to stay in. It was cool seeing you guys on.
That's what's so frustrating about the brands being like, we want you to love everything in the collection. It's like, well, what if I don't?
No.
Who does? I mean, who does really? Do you like do you know anybody likes every piece in a brand?
It's
I think
easy
if you
with
put 'em on
AP.
a
It's easy with
test-
AP because they got one fucking watch.
No, I mean, some people will say they do, and like that's what the ADs want to hear. But if you put them on a lie detector test, no, they don't love everything.
What about this? Don't you love this?
It's amazing.
I hope somebody in our
I think
community gets it.
probably. I think Buckley said it release of the year so far. What's Patek going to do that's better than this?
Oh, easily. I can.
5811 green dial or some shit.
Here we go. Look at that.
Bam.
Perfection. Boom. Perfection, baby. Now, do you love Patek?
Sure.
This is what Patek's all about.
If you love Patek, you'll buy this. Oh,
Well,
but
if you have
it's
have
$2 million.
means.
Well, I
Well,
thought you loved this,
it's not our it's not our problem. Watches are expensive. They're the best.
dude.
What do you want us
Patek
to
is
do?
Patek is like a money hungry girlfriend.
What do you want us to
Do-
do? Skimp
do
on
you love
quality,
me?
Diego? I mean, seriously. Look, we want the best gems, the best gem setters, the best applications. We're not gonna tolerate inferiority just because some people don't have enough money. That's their problem.
I mean, this is nice when you consider how this would look in natural light. It's not going to be so loud, right? The dial is going to be darker. It'll look black in certain lights. The gems won't be so red. It's probably really nice in real life.
This is good stuff. I mean, but this is like Patek, and not many normal people see themselves buying this, wearing this, enjoying this, collecting this, affording this, and that's the problem. Is we only like to your point, Diego, earlier, we only like a couple of pieces from the brand. We don't like the whole range. And is it crazy for them to expect that we should like the whole range? And if we're not loyal.
It's not only the fact that they expect us to love the whole range is one thing. The other is that they expect us to be able to afford the whole range, right? Like if you buy an RM, if you can comfortably buy an RM, you're doing pretty good in life. You're doing pretty great, right?
Mm-hmm.
But if you start, the first one's going to cost you $150. All right, cool. Second one might be $300. All right, you're doing good. But then they start approaching millions. Like the brand, well, what do they want? Billionaires only? It gets to a point where it's like you have to be a billionaire to be able to buy the whole catalog. It's not what Patek used to promote in their marketing. You know, the dad on his skipper boat with his son wearing a Calatrava. That back then cost him $12,000. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Now we want you to buy 4 pieces, spend close to $400,000 to get what you want.
Diego, you know the story of the sour grapes?
No.
There was this grapevine, and the kid wanted to get the grapes, but he couldn't reach them because they were just too high. And because they were too high, he couldn't reach them, so he decided, you know what, they must not be any good. They must be sour grapes, so I don't want them.
Not a true story.
And that's not a commentary about your height. That's a allegory about you can't get there, you can't get there.
Yep. There's only so many people that can pick those grapes, though, Brian. The brand forgets about those of us that can only reach the first few, and they need us because we make up probably 60% at a minimum of their customers.
That's why they came out.
Like I understand if AP is like, No ceramics for you, right? Too bad. Like you don't have the spend. But they got to take care of the person that's able to afford a Royal Oak. Like they shouldn't make that so ungettable.
The only people worse than the ones that get the white ceramic APs are the ones that get the black ceramic APs.
Yeah, but you got skeletons. You got this new blue ombre. Like none of us will be able to get that watch, right?
And as I said, that car's walked away. Damn it.
I love Boston, but Boston has no shot at that blue. There's no way. That watch was sold the minute it was put on the website.
Hey guys.
They already have their people figured out. Hey man.
Hey, what's up, Diego? Hey, Brian. We'll see.
I was picking on you and you walked away. Damn it.
Oh no, continue, please.
No, too late. You missed it.
How are you?
Good.
I got into a fight with an oleander today.
With what? Sorry.
Is that like some kind of lizard?
No, it's a big hedge bush that I have that I finally decided I was going to get out there and try to trim, and it kicked my butt.
I thought like an alligator attacked you while you were on the grounds.
No, I've got the alligators trained. I feed them squirrels.
By the way, shout out to No Endless Time. He sent me some mock-ups, and I want you to take a look at these and tell me what you think. He mocked these up himself. This would be a steel 222 with a burgundy dial. What do you think it is instead of the blue?
I don't like that it's flat.
You just don't like it flat. Okay.
And he also didn't good job on the dial, but the rehot, he's still got some blue reflections.
Yeah. Well, I mean, listen, we're not going to critique the here's here's kind of like a burnt orange red version
I
of the
believe
dial.
Rolex called that coral.
And what do you think of that one? Not traditional enough? Oh, Pooley did the Photoshop? Thank you, Pooley. Yeah,
Eddie, you
I don't
got to
think-
turn your camera on or something.
Yeah, camera's not connected. And change your name.
Yeah, I was trying to change it. Nope, pass.
Nope.
That's it.
Nope. We don't like it. We don't like it. We do like Patek Philippe, though. So, boom.
You got that one, right, Cars?
Mm-hmm. Yep, I do.
This
You ever
exact
want to
one.
put it
I
on
don't
a
wear it
strap?
though. That's the thing. It's just like sitting in a box right now. Yeah, I got to bust that out.
Put that thing on a strap. A nice black strap.
No, actually, I'm not sure if you can.
You can. It's just a major pain in the ass to disconnect that bracelet because the extension pusher's in it.
Yeah, but it's interesting. You see that little bubbly thing? That's actually a pusher.
Yeah, you got them 2 on the top and 1 on the bottom.
Yeah.
Does yours have that, Brian?
No,
No,
mine
yours on the side.
mine
right.
are on the side, exposed.
I think
Yeah.
I think Cars has plenty of watches on straps already. So the idea was have a little diversity in the collection. Instead of having just Rolex on metal bracelets, you wanted to have something.
Right, that's all I do is collect Rolexes. You know me. I'm the biggest Rolex. That's it. That's all I
Biggest
do is
Rolex collector. No, but you have Vacheron on bracelets. You have Patek on bracelet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
What'd you
So
do
it's
this
early-
week, Cars? What did you do? OC and I have the worst timing. It'll be dead quiet, and then we each say something at the same time.
And it just goes quiet.
And we both feel like we're interrupting each other.
It just goes dead.
It's a panel show, so it's like everyone can jump in. That's the beauty of it. So
Yeah.
it's not my
So
show,
for
but
members, anybody just jumps in, or is that generally for your channel? Just folks just gonna hop on.
anybody, anybody can jump on. But it's the way it goes.
Yeah, cool.
No, I was just asking what's new with you, Cars. What did you do this week?
This week. Oh man, there was a really cool AP event. Champagne House hosted their Baron de Vella. Let me spruik them a little bit because these guys are amazing. Let me send you a link. So it's a 400-year-old champagne, like in Champagne, and a really cool story in terms of just the provenance, like being at it for that long. Let's see if I can find the website. Yep, that's it.
There we go.
Yeah, exactly. So small intimate dinner, but they put out a whole bunch of flights, and all they do is magnums, right? So 1/2 liter. But it's really cool seeing like I think they're 6th generation making this juice, and those are actually little samples of different.
In those little perfume bottles.
Yeah, well, I think that was kind of the theme of it, but it's not. It's actually champagne, and what they do is it's not flavoring, but it's all organic, but it's trying to give you the scent of whatever the specific flavoring in. I mean, it was frankly I couldn't tell. There was like peach, apple, but it all tastes the same. I'm not the biggest champagne guy, by the way. So.
Do you ever sit there during one of those tastings and the sommelier sitting there going, "You should be picking up a note of this and a note of that," and you're like,
Yeah, no,
"Fuck, I'm defective."
Yeah, that actually bothers me.
Yeah.
I mean, it does come across a little bit maybe pretentious, but the great Psalms, in my experience, is they just ask you, "Hey, so do you smell anything? Like, is there something you're getting all the flavor?" But I'm not. My palate isn't that sophisticated when it comes to champagne. Not to say it's that much. I can tell red and white.
It's fizzy.
Yeah, but champagne gives me a headache as well. Yeah.
I used to tell people when it came to cigars, there were only 3 kinds that I could taste. Ones I would smoke, ones I wouldn't smoke, and then ones I would actually pay for.
Yeah.
What's this piece? What is this?
Yeah, there's somebody who was sitting next to you at the event.
Yeah, I was across the way. So they did have a guy that had the new sand release. I just didn't have a chance to take a photo. But yeah, this was another collector right across the way, and the guys were pretty chill. The guy, I think, with these brands, they try to curate who they think will get along with each other. Yeah, so that's it. Baron de Vella.
Is this Mrs. Cars?
Yep.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Little matchy action. Yeah, so if anybody's ever in LA, if you haven't been to the AP house, I highly recommend. It's a beautiful space.
Make sure you make an appointment.
Mm-hmm.
Right,
Make
MC.
an appointment, or else you will have to make an appointment to make an appointment. By the way, I dropped off my AP yesterday at the New York boutique. My AP is now on a first-class flight to Florida, where it will spend 6 months in a lavish resort setting, undergoing a full spa treatment.
Dude, you know it's going to come back and it's just going to happen again.
While they get ready to pack it and move it to North Carolina, where their new building's going to be.
Yeah,
This has to be a design flaw. So like they're going to put it back together just as it's made to be, and it's still going to happen.
Movement and put the rotor back on. So the watch Cars, it when the date doesn't quite turn all the way over, so it doesn't have enough torque to actually. It doesn't do it all the time. It's just but it does do it once in a while, like once a month.
Got it.
And I was able to produce it. It just so happens that yesterday morning I woke up and it was stuck halfway between 20 and 21. And I'm like, that is a sign, because I was going into the city. So I called ahead, Shout out to Luke Maxwell, who runs AP customer service, all post-sales customer service for AP. Huge, very nice guy. He apologized. He said, come in whenever you want. And they treated us very nice when we were there. Buckley accompanied me as protection at the AP
Buckley.
boutique. Yep. And the watch was put into a cardboard box and
Which
see it in
piece
a
is
few
it?
months.
Which
I have
one
a-
was
a
it?
fif- I have a 15.510, which is a steel time-only Royal Oak. By the you saw. Did you see the? Hold on. Did you see this one in person, or no? Have you seen this? This is the new.
It wasn't
41
no,
mil.
it wasn't in person. No.
Okay.
It was just
They showed you in advance that this was
yeah.
coming
So
out.
what I will say though is they said it was coming out in a couple of weeks.
I know they dropped it that night after your dinner.
Yeah, and they came out as you reported. But they were like, "Oh, when's it coming out?" I said, "Yeah, a couple of weeks." So I thought they were trying to coincide with watching the winter. So when it got released, I was like, "Oh, okay, maybe."
Oh, something happened.
Yeah, it was weird. It was weird. Do you like this? Do you like this piece?
This is a beautiful piece. This is I really love the blue and the blue going to black. It's very cool. It's white gold, so it looks like steel, but it's
How much is
heavier. And this is
How much is that?
65,000. So don't say oof. That's the same price. They've had the rose gold out for a couple of years already, at least, and it's 65. It's no problem selling all the time.
Oof.
It's not exclusive, limited edition, right? It's part of
This
their-
is special. This is special edition.
Oh, is it? Oh, okay.
Yes, I don't know what that means, but yeah,
I mean, it's
if
already
you like
sold.
it, if you like
Yeah,
it,
I'm sure in person it's going to be so much nicer, right? When you look at the dial. Yeah, no, it's cool. It's a cool piece.
how many days a month would you say you do? Well, I know your work is watch related to some extent, but how many days a month are you attending watch, non-business but watch related events? 10 days a month? Two
No,
times
I
a
don't
week?
think it's that much. No,
Not that
no,
much?
no.
Okay.
No, not that much. No, I wouldn't say.
Okay,
Maybe once a week, if that. But yeah, usually, in the old days, it was just mainly just hobby. But that I do try to weave in something, obviously, with the company, because they're all definitely related.
Yep.
So it's work now. That's right. I'm working.
It's all a write-off.
That's
If you could write off your time.
Yeah, right off.
Hey, how long until some of these brands realize that you're part of this secondary market stuff and then like cut you off from this bullshit?
Yeah, well, yeah, I got some funny stuff on that. I presented it to AP House. So the president of North America was there, and I was showing him the app, and that's probably more of an after show.
Uh-oh.
No, they were into it. They were totally into it, and I got some funny anecdotes coming out of it. I think you guys will get a chuckle out of it. Hey, what's up, Eddie?
What's up?
Where are you, Eddie?
Do you know Eddie is part of the genre
Driving.
club now, Carlos?
Eddie's part of the Jorn.
Yeah, we saw
Yeah,
it.
he showed me
Yeah.
his Jorn. Yeah, cool.
I'm driving
Actually,
to tennis right now.
I caught up with Laurent. He was at an
First.
Aston event the other night. Aston Martin.
At a what?
An Aston Martin for Nowruz Day,
Oh,
for Spring New Year's. So they were hosting something for Nowruz, the Aston in Beverly Hills. And Laurent was there.
Yeah, I couldn't make it. Sorry, I was busy.
You're I had to do some research into Nowruz, the holiday, study what it was about. Like I didn't realize it goes on for a while. Like first day of spring, it was.
It really pisses me off. Aston Martin keeps inviting me to these events on nights where I'm double booked, and I don't know what to do.
Oh my god! But Aston, man, they make the most beautiful cars. They're so pretty, so freaking pretty.
Yeah, you have some pictures.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you don't mind- if you don't mind,
no, pull it up. But I didn't take many photos of the car. Those cars the photos I took were shit. But like that new Vantage, oh man, stunning in person. They had an all black Vantage, and in person it's just beautiful.
Yeah, that looks good. It's not the most well lit shop, but you can see the lines. Beautiful. I like how they write out the Aston Martin on the back now.
You look, yeah, very classic font.
Yep.
And the interior, just the quality of the builds. I mean, it's unfortunate it takes a hit in depreciation. Oh, they had this for sale, by the way, the motorcycle.
Now, you used to have a motorcycle?
Yeah, Ducati, Super Sport 620 full fairing, all black. This was back in 2000, 2001, until I had kids. Then I sold it. Then I didn't ride after that.
Is this a color swatch?
Oh, this color was in person was amazing. It was like a greenish. Oh, it was really hard to like greenish blue. So there's a color in the Porsche paint to sample called Chroma Flare. It kind of reminded me of that. It's just such a unique color in person. Like I've never seen a vehicle with this shades. I think if you click the next photo, it tells you what color it is. But this was so beautiful in person. Like a full car with that color schematic. Yeah, iridescent sapphire. That was it.
Oop. Check that out. Rose gold Richard Mille,
Whoa,
72.
Millie.
Yeah.
But Aston, oof.
Looking good with the white strap, contrasting perfectly with the white numerals, the white 1138 and the date ring.
So right,
And,
summer.
And Buckley was there as his bodyguard as well.
It's a great summer watch. How much does something like this run?
So this sticker, I think this sticker at 240 or 250 around there. Yeah.
Awesome. Oh.
It's man, that's expensive for Vantage. I remember when these things were $160.
In 2 years, you can get it for 80. It's fine.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly. Well, maybe. Yeah, because you can get 2019s now, the old version, like less than 100. Yep.
Eddie's brother is a car enthusiast, and he's always shopping for deals on, I won't name the sites, but he's always looking to buy another car. Right, Eddie? Your brother?
Yeah. He's pulling America, kind of pump faking it all the time, but
he's the ultimate
is what
pump
it is.
fake. Should I buy this, guys? And it's like some fucking expensive ass car. It's like, I don't know. Go for it.
Yeah. So I know these guys. So Aston, they're trying to compete, with the Porsches and, the.
Because Aston had a big fall from grace, right? Like all of their stuff is, don't want to say low in the secondary market, but it's low in the secondary market.
No, their depreciation, it's horrible. No, they're really bad.
Because you look at Porsche holds value, right? It holds its value. It doesn't drop 30% after year one.
Yeah.
Aston's lucky if it only drops 30%.
Yeah. So like you saw, I think, didn't the Aston CEO say something about going back to its roots? They want to bring back some manual transmissions because they don't have any manuals right now, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that would be cool. If they bring back like a V12 Vantage manual, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah. I think this one's a V8, if I'm not mistaken. I think it's an 8, not a 6. Yeah, but they also use the AMG engine, right? So which they tune ridiculously. And I think that's pumping out about 670. But they're a little bit heavy, and the driving dynamics is very different from Porsche. It's really different. Like this thing is a skittish car to drive. That's the one thing about the Astons. Like
but
you're
the
not
great thing about but now with the new engines, it might be more reliable.
No, I think they are, right? They suffer from reliability issues, like similar with McLaren, right? When McLaren they try to boost the production, that's why things went to the crapper because they were just producing too much. And
doesn't it perform well enough to drive to Sunday brunch at the Harrow Club?
Sure. Yeah, to get to A to B. Yeah, well, I don't know. Maybe that's questionable. I'm not sure.
I mean, does every car have to perform?
Yeah.
I mean, does every car have to perform like it's going through the twisties on Mulholland, at full speed, or can it be luxurious enough and capable enough to enjoy on the
Well,
roads?
I mean, that
or do
is
you always have?
yeah. So I mean, like, so SoCal, OC, it's such a huge, and OC mean Orange County is such a huge car community. I would argue maybe one of the largest in the U.S.
Mhm.
And you have just different demographics of collectors, right? You've got guys, yeah, just old rich farts. They just collect a whole bunch of stuff. They keep in the garage. They don't really drive it. They go to Cars and Coffee. So that's one segment. Those segments, yeah, guys, I love to go into twisties. They want to do the windies. They want to, push the car. And then, yeah, the third probably just category is folks that are just very practical with their cars, dailies, A to B to C to D.
What's Aston's ownership now? Who are they under?
Oh, it's a good question. Actually, I'm not sure. Let me.
I guess Google.
I know it changed hands a few times. Yeah, I don't know.
Let's find out.
Lawrence Stroll, well, Ford for a while, a couple of years, and now owned by Canadian investor Lawrence Stroll.
Private.
Yeah.
Private. Amazing. And how many cars and how many watchmakers do they have on staff? How many cars do they produce?
Volume? I don't know. ChatGPT. Yeah, 6,620.
Seems like a lot.
No, not at all.
Not?
No way. 6,000? Really?
Is
Well,
it?
compare some McLaren. So McLaren makes 2,000. Let's see how Porsche. Yeah, Porsche 310,000, 320. BMW. So BMW.
How do these manufacturers account for all the different regulations in different countries? Like do they have different assembly lines, or like all right, this one's going to Portugal, so it gets these lights and it gets like that seems like such a nice.
Yeah, so Stuttgart, they do spec for US, driver seating positions. There are emissions. So if you ever import a car from Germany that's built to German spec, you actually have to go through import and make sure it's in compliance with US regulations.
Yeah, you at the manufacturing point, you either conform with the country that you're going to import into, or you decide you're not going to do business there.
It seems like such a nightmare. Like every car brand has to have the steering wheel on the right as well, right?
If they want to sell in those markets.
Yeah. Like I assume Porsche sells in England. Do they do steering wheels on the right for England?
Yeah, they do. All of them are, the vast majority.
Yeah, they flip them.
Jeez. You got to do all the wiring and everything, man.
When you ship, but the location of the gears remains the same, correct?
No,
even if
no. Well, I mean, when you say gearing, like,
do they mirror? Did they mirror it?
Like first gear in a British car, is it to the left or is it to the right?
It's up to the left.
Okay,
so they keep it.
Yeah,
which is kind of weird because it's farther away from you.
It's a standard H, right? With reverse. Well, I mean, different manuals have different. Sometimes you go dog left to the left down, but yeah, standard upright. But I'll say, man, Porsche manuals are just freaking. The GT cars are just oof.
The pedal arrangement is also the same.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the clutch is always on the left. Brakes. Yeah.
What about
the weird part is
knob?
the traffic's on the wrong side of the road. Fuck.
Yeah, man, the thing that always screws them up when
it just seems weird that.
Yeah, just the UK, those roundabouts, they always screwed me up, man.
Oh, see, we gotta do a GoFundMe and get you like some Wi-Fi repeaters or something.
Oh, did he freeze?
He's froze for like the 900th time tonight. It's pretty bad.
Oh, he must be. What's the joke? He must have made some money in crypto.
Yeah.
He needs the Orbi mesh system down there.
God. Oh, he's gone. There he is. You're
Wi-Fi.
back.
It just seems weird that you when you're on the left, your steering wheel's on the left, the gears are, your one is closest to you, and then the longer gears are farther away. But when you're on the other side, first of all, you got to shift with the left hand. That's awkward enough as it is, isn't it?
Not if you're left-handed.
Has anyone ever driven in a right-handed car with you driving?
I've driven a couple of right-hand drives.
You do, yeah.
Yeah, when I used to travel Europe, I used to. That's what I was saying earlier. Those roundabouts suck. Like the first time I traveled Europe, I don't know if you guys are familiar with the roundabouts where you enter, and rather than having 4 intersections, I just have the circle. And I think the amount of times people were cursing me out because I had no clue how to exit and enter these things. It's just the most retarded.
Were you hoping to God there was somebody in front of you that you could follow?
Yeah, it's just something like the first time I did, I was just like, "What the hell is this?" And I'm already driving on the right, and took me a while to get used to it. And even now, so the last time I was in Europe was in Italy last year, and I had to deal with that. Oof.
Well, tell you what, how about this? It's been a great show. I really appreciate everybody coming on. And thanks for joining in and participating in Saturday Night Super Chats. If you are a super VIP friend of the colony, feel free to jump on the VIP after show. If you're not, sorry, but don't even try. You won't be allowed on. So we only have 5 more slots, guys.
5 more slots. All right. And OC's going to be unboxing his new Patek on the after show.
This was the most smoothest transition closing out a show I've ever seen.
And the host froze.
Yep, he froze again.
All right, cool. Is that goodbye, I guess?
I think we're waiting on him to unfreeze.
Okay.
It could be a while. How's it going, Diego? Anything new?
I don't know. Oh, he's gone.
He got booted from his own show.
Let me see.
Is it the same link for the after show, or is there a different link?
Yeah, it should be the same.
All right. So do I just stick around, or?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this the after show, or are we still live?
Here we go. We're not over. We're not done yet, right?
Okay.
We're still live.
Okay.
Still live. Hang in there. We're going to end the stream, and we're going to do a VIP after show. Don't hit the red button yet. Hang in there.
I watched the movie Everest today. Car, has you ever seen it?
Dude, Diego, can I just say, when I absolutely believe we're living in a matrix, I turned that on for my wife today on Netflix.
Have a good night, everybody.
For a few years.
See ya.
What the fuck? What?
Isn't it good?
In the Matrix, bro. Did you watch it with who is it? It's with Jake Gyllenhaal, right?
Yeah.
Josh Brolin. How
Fucking
weird is
amazing.
I watched that? Like the most random movie.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I didn't mean to know that. So what about the movie?
Hold on. James Cameron.
And action.
Reach for the crown.
He's getting so excited right now.